Hey now, welcome to FrameableFaces and Steel Doug's Idea here on this Monday afternoon. Heyo. What's up? What's up, Hunter Mama? Hunter's Mama. Hey, Drake Boggs is here. Maxabillion. Hey, Monica. Hey, Crazy Man. Hey, good afternoon. Guess who? It's Drake Boggs in the house. Hey, Khaled. Woohoo! Hey, what's up, GW Gaming? Girls be sweating me. Yeah, we all know that, Drake. We know. Hey. You need a... What's up, Wendy? Woohoo! Thanks for sharing, everybody. Stop it, Drake. See, Drake, that's where you lose me. What's up, Khaled? Vintage Venus, welcome. Welcome, everybody. My name is Doug Cohen here at FrameableFaces Photography. This is our studio, me and my wife, Allie. Hey, Jennifer. Allie's behind me over there at her desk. Say hi, Allie.
Hi.
There she is. Get on to live streaming, and we're coming up. Nice to meet you too, Jackie. And we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Periscope on the 26th of this month. You're from Canada. Where in Canada are you, Jackie? We're in West Bloomfield, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit. And so one of the things that he was talking about because right now there's been some recent news in live streaming, right? Those of you that may or may not know, 15 minutes from outside of Stratford's a little town called Mitchell. I don't even know where Stratford is, but we're only 40 minutes from Canada, from Windsor. Hey, R.D. Jones. So where was I? Oh, so we learned this week that Meerkat, who was the pioneer for social live streaming like this. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Sarah. Where London is. Oh, okay. London, Ontario. Not far. Oh, you know where London is. Hey, Altine. Is that Meerkat is now going to pivot away from live streaming. And last year, when Periscope first launched, I said that I thought that Periscope would be the winner between Periscope and Meerkat. It was definitely a battle from the beginning because once Periscope launched, Twitter pulled away a feature that allowed Meerkat to be able to use the Twitter interface. You have your black and white picture for Thursday night, Sarah. Yeah, Leona, Meerkat, Periscope's fantastic, Jackie. And Meerkat, which was a competitor of Periscope's, who owns Meerkat. I don't know if they were ever really bought by anybody. Meerkat owns Meerkat. They had a lot of funding. They had a lot of support, but they were starting to die out a little bit. Periscope has become the winner between the two for sure, which is kind of what I always thought was going to happen. And so meanwhile, so you aren't far, 15 minutes north of London. So meanwhile, as Meerkat goes to pivot away from live streaming, Facebook is obviously diving further and further into live streaming, as they have now started to make it available for pages, for Facebook pages. For a while there, for business pages on Facebook, you could only stream if you were a verified. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't think they're going out of business. I think they're just moving to some kind of community. I don't exactly know what it is that they're doing, but yeah, no, I know. Hey, it's a rough market, right? It's a free market, and some only the strong survive, I guess, right? So I feel a little bad because they did help pioneer this, and now they're pivoting away from it because they just couldn't keep up. But in the meantime, Facebook is trying to get into live streaming for pages now. The only problem you have with Periscope is it freezes and volume. Yeah, Jackie, it's been a little, Periscope's been a little bit glitchy over the last week. By and large, they do a pretty good job of keeping it smooth. There's opportunity for Facebook. Well, okay, so this is what Brian was talking about a little bit this morning, and this is something that I've maintained all along. And to Brian's point, one of the things he said earlier today is that nobody knows what's really going to happen with live streaming. Nobody knows. Anybody that thinks they know doesn't really know because things are changing so fast. Yeah, I know, the freezing is a pain. And another thing he mentioned was like Google, for example. Google was the 27th search engine, as he said today. So, you never know what's going to come along and be the big thing. You heard Periscope switch to a new server, and that's why it's glitchy. See, I didn't hear that, Wendy, so that would make sense. But here's the thing. I like you're super techie, right, Wendy? But I have not been a fan so far of the Facebook live streaming thing. You've been live streaming on Twitch for a few years. Totally different purpose and market. Yeah, gamers, college kids, younger demographic for Twitch as I understand it, right? But the thing about Facebook that I haven't liked, hey Dawn, is that for live streaming is that it's not a live streaming place. As Brian mentioned today, people don't go to Facebook for live streams. So many new apps you can't keep up. I know you don't. Well, and so we're going to talk about that a little bit, Jackie. You don't necessarily need to keep up with all of them. Definitely not as fun for sure. Exactly, Leona. Hey, what's up, Steve? Steve, you were on that scope for a little bit earlier. I saw you pop in there on Brian Fanzo's scope earlier. And so the thing about Facebook Live is that, you know, one of the things I thought he was very astute in pointing out is that when you post a comment on a Facebook live stream, you pretty much post the one comment and then you kind of wait to see, like when you post comments on Facebook in general, you post one comment and you kind of see who responds to your comment or who might like your comment. Good for talking to your existing clients, not making new ones. Well, and I would even say, I don't know if it's good for talking to your existing clients. I don't know if it is. Yeah, your existing clients might be there, but does that mean that live streaming on Facebook is good for your existing clients? I'm not so sure that it is. Facebook is a joke at this point. Well, I will say this, GW Gaming, Facebook is still a monster. It's changed and it might not be as exciting as it used to be. What's up, Mike? It's going well, but it's still good for promoting like our photos, for example, because the numbers are still there. And when we tag somebody on Facebook in a photo that we've taken with our watermark on it and their friends see it, still very effective. Still very effective. Not as exciting as it once was, but good for reach. And it's interesting because where is reach important, I guess is the question. I don't like Facebook Live. Exactly. It's good to get the word out. Right. Where is reach important? Reach is important in getting a post out there, getting a status update out there. Best advertising ever for photographers. Absolutely, Dawn. It was made for photographers. It was made for anybody visual, and especially where you have an itch. When you have an itch. When you have an itch, scratch it. I missed that, Wendy. But when when you are a photographer, your product literally goes on Facebook, and then people see it. I think this is a great app to get people to look forward for photos. Yes. And very social. But here's the thing. I think that for Facebook Live, for live streaming isn't so much about reach. And I'll explain what I mean by that. A photo that we take, putting a photo in a status update on Facebook, reach is very important. We want our clients and all of their friends, when we tag them, we want them to share it. We want it to spread out and go viral, and reach is very important on a post like that. Very important. When Periscope start charging you by the minute and hours, then I'll just start watching only. I don't think Periscopes are going to start what do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that, Steve. But hey, Jessica, but I think that reach when it comes to live streaming is not as important. Think about that for a second, okay? And let this be your litmus test when you're thinking about other live streaming platforms or just live streaming platforms in general. Hey, Jen. Yeah, I don't think Periscope's ever going to charge to use it. I don't think so either. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Max is back. So think about that for a second. Reach is important for a status update on Facebook, a traditional status update on Facebook, where it can go out to people. $5 ahead of Facebook being, sorry, Wendy, I didn't get to read that comment. This works for me more personal when I get to know a person. Absolutely, when you get to know somebody one-on-one. I just think this is the place that you can do that the best. No problem, Michelle. And that's why I'm not excited about Facebook Live. Now, maybe they'll make some tweaks to it. Maybe it'll start to work out better. Maybe people will start using it, and there'll be ways to incorporate Facebook live streaming into what we're doing here. But as of this moment, right now, I'm not excited about it. Could you get a Frameable Faces t-shirt? That's coming, Steve. Promise that's coming. We've been saying it for a while, but we're working on it as we speak. Thing I put on Facebook is Farmville too, right? I think I'm going to start scoping for the fun of it. I have not crossed over to this platform yet. Scoping, you can do it for the fun of it for sure. Thomas, there's a little icon in the bottom here. It's like a little person with the numbers. You can tap on it, and it brings up our profile, and you can click on our profile and hit follow. That's how you follow people here. Hey, Dre Wash. What I don't get is there are people who you can pay to be your friend on Facebook. You can pay to promote your page to gain followers on Facebook. That's true. Not a bad idea to try to get your scoping is cool. Yep. To try to get your brand out there to get followers. It's not a bad. Listen, we haven't done it really much on Facebook. We've preferred to grow it organically. But if you're a transactional business that relies on high volume with a kind of a commodity or convenience item, it's not a bad idea to spend a little money and promote your page on Facebook. Hey, Melanie, pay really. Yeah, on your Facebook page, not your personal profile, but if you have a business page on Facebook, it's not a bad idea to use their advertising mechanism to promote your page or promote certain or boost certain status updates to certain demographics as kind of an advertising thing. It's not a bad idea. We haven't really done it for our page. We've done it here and there to boost a post here and there. But advertising on Facebook, yeah, it can be effective. Actually, it can be. And Facebook's probably the social media platform that has done the best job of figuring out how to monetize the platform in terms of making money as a platform so that Wall Street will be happy. They've found ways to make money. Hey, Thomas, side question, how's the weather? It's warm. It's warm today, Michelle. It's awesome here today. Other questions? What's up, Eric? Thoughts, questions? Hey, Steffer. Oh, okay, I'm like, why pay? Yeah, that's all it is. You tried YouTube. I have not tried YouTube live streaming, no. You'll be back in moments. That's okay, Jackie. You can go really deep with the Facebook ad target. Absolutely, Max. You can target, a certain age and a certain zip code with a certain like and a certain gender and a certain, you can really tightly do that. Thanks, Thomas. Thomas, you should add a little profile picture to your profile. It's easier to recognize you when you come back in. I want to see if I had any other things that I wanted to mention. Real-time magic. Not excited about Facebook. No, that's guided me. No value limits spur creativity. Yeah, I pretty much covered just about everything I wanted to cover. What was the info for Gloria from Saturday? The info for Gloria for Saturday. Oh, for her book? What, Allie?
Blacktears.net.
Blacktears.net is the website.
Pretty sure.
Blacktears, I think, .net. That's her book. Yeah. Yep. I hope it's good. She's a lovely lady. We had just met her, so we haven't read that book yet. But yeah, that's Gloria's book, and she was really nice. So hopefully she does well with it. Kelly, Hurricane and Heels Kelly says hi.
Hi, Kelly.
SB Dentley, are you? Let me think if I can remember. Is it Stacy?
Yeah.
First name, right? Stacy, I think. Hey, Mean Face King. All right, Michelle, thanks for being here. Hey, Bobber. So any other thoughts on this? Anybody agree, disagree? Anybody tried Facebook Live and like it? What's up, Mean Face King? Yes, it is Stacy. Hey, Kate. Thanks, weirdo. What's my idea, Bobber? Okay, so let me recap the idea. Hey, Kate. I'm going to recap the idea. Basically, the idea is, and I shared out, actually as myself, Doug Cohen 10, I tweeted out Brian Fanzo, but iSocial Fans, he's in the title. I encourage you to watch his scope earlier. Mike's having surgery Thursday. Good luck. Haven't tried it yet, Kelly, you'll see. You won't try Facebook Live. This is more than enough. Yeah, thanks about the shirt. Yeah, so I have tried Facebook Live. I don't like it so much. I don't like it. And Brian Fanzo actually outlined a couple of the challenges that he sees with Facebook Live, and they were the same reasons that I didn't like it. Hey, Isabella. I don't like it because the magic isn't the same. And I think going forward, The main idea today is going forward, as you try some of these new platforms that are coming out. Anchor is new, right? Meevee had come out recently. Now Facebook has live streaming available. When you go live, you agree, Kate? Yeah. Steve, when you go live on Facebook from your device, there's a button right in your status update, whether you want to take a photo or write something or whatever. There's a button right in the status update before you post whatever you're going to post, where you can press it, and it's an option to go live and start streaming. And I think as you go forward, as you try Facebook Live, can people interact on mobile for Facebook Live? Yes, you can interact, but it's not the same. It's not the same. You don't feel connected on live. Exactly. You can't tap on someone else's comment and reply to their comment. You can't give feedback in the form of any kind of hearts. And it's just not, the magic isn't there. And you know what? People aren't on Facebook to see live streaming and interact with live streaming. That's not how Facebook has been built as a community. Exactly. Facebook does. It is very easy to get started on Periscope. So no problem, Mike. Other platforms put you through hoops. Yes, you're right. That's true. It's very easy to just hit start broadcast and keep going. And you can only like a comment. Exactly, Mean Face King. There's not that interaction. It's not the same. It's kind of a Facebookized version of live streaming, and Facebook was not built for this kind of live streaming magic. So I recommend that as you go forward, if you're going to live stream to tell your story or whatever social media platform you're going to use as a litmus test the engagement that you're going to get, not promises of monetization on the platforms. Not, Mike, a buddy of mine texted me and told me about it 4 days after it launched. That's how I found out about it. So use as your litmus test. You're making me not even want to try it. Yeah, well, Kelly, you should try it just so you're aware, I think, because it's still Facebook. You should at least kind of see how it works. Can't hurt, right? But yeah, I'm not excited about it. And I think you should use as your litmus test what kind of engagement magic you're going to make. Not promises of reach, of sheer numbers, not promises of monetization of the platform because you can get a piece of the ads that are run like on Meevee. Whatever it is, if those things are all working out nicely, Periscope has new features coming, making it better than ever. Nice. You know something we don't know? I'm excited about that. More features on Periscope always excite me. But just use how well you can tell your story, chocolate cake or cookies. Depends on the cake and the cookies, Kate. I can't answer that with a simple answer. It's still in beta. Okay, good to know. Kelly says cookies, so there you go. Oh, and you already changed your profile picture. Way to go, Thomas. And you called me mate, so are you Australian? Just followed you because you asked. No problem. I heard they're doing Facebook Live for business pages. Yes, Michelle. It's actually available today. I just saw it today. I clicked on it and it was wonky. It didn't quite work, but it for a second it brought up the screen and then said internet connection is weird. There was some kind of error, but it is there. So it looks like they're working it out. Hello, Bill. So that's my point. Don't worry so much about these promises of reach or monetization on the platform. All those things are fine as long as the engagement and the magic is there, especially when it comes to a live stream. That's my idea for the day. If I boil it down into one sentence, that's it. That makes better sense than on personal pages. I agree, Kelly. Unless you want a live stream on your personal page about music or something that you like personally, that's fine. But to go on your personal page and stream about your business is a big no-no to me. Went to Starbucks today. Yeah, cool, Thomas. So does that make sense? That's my idea for the day. That's my idea for the day. And it was Brian Fanzo that inspired me to put it out there. I wanted to kind of expand on his scope from earlier. He's the guy. Brian knows his stuff, and I thought his scope was really good today. I keep saying I have to go, but I keep listening to your wisdom. Well, that's okay, Michelle, because I think I've made my point, and I don't want to stay on too long, because when you do a content scope, you got to get in, get your message out, engage with your people, and then get rolling. professional sports won't like Periscope. No, not well, Mike, not for the actual broadcasts, because they have an audience that they need to make money on for the broadcasts. They are using Periscope for the behind-the-scenes stuff and the stuff that can augment the games themselves. So they don't want people to be able to watch a game for free on Periscope when they should be watching on their networks. But the players love it. Yep. There's definitely an opportunity for sport, and sports teams are starting to embrace, I think, the live streaming thing. But it's great to keep people engaged and plugged in behind the scenes. So, all right, so that's my idea for the day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a great rest of your Monday. And tomorrow we're going to be scoping like crazy because we have a morning show, 2 sessions, and our Parachute TV show tomorrow. So I feel like we're basically going to be scoping everything we do tomorrow. We're going to be on scope all day tomorrow. Well, welcome, Thomas. I hope you enjoy it. It's a great place to be. Voting tomorrow in Michigan, that's true. The primary, I don't even think we'll probably be able to get to do that tomorrow. We're jam-packed tomorrow. All right, Mike. The frame game Thursday night at 7:30 this week is frame game black-white. So black-white. It was going to be BNW, but I think Keith went ahead and posted it out as black-white. So frame game black-white. Yep. So join us tomorrow morning for the morning show and a couple of great photo sessions with a couple of our new high school class of 2017 spokesmodels. My average is on the up. Thanks, GW Gaming. No, I don't really game anymore, Thomas. And then our show tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Parachute TV 1 is the Photoshop. That's our photography show that we do on Parachute TV 1. So we hope you will join us tomorrow and have a great rest of your Monday. All right, you too, Callie. Thanks for being here, everybody. See ya. Bye.